Good afternoon. Welcome on in for another episode of From Day One, the afternoon session along with you. As always, of course, we do have our court deal. Today we're going to start with three rather interesting bond hearings. So, let's get those underway.
Hi, what's your name, please?
James Wright.
What's your full name?
James Wright Jr.
Mr. Wright, Carver Street in Ypsilanti is a good mailing address?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you met with Miss Apple, you gave her a phone number and an email, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay with you if the court uses your phone and your email to have contact with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is State of Michigan versus James Edward Wright. Ypsilanti. Oh, we do have a case number on this one. Yeah. 22F20646. I have received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Apple appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Wright. I would ask that you read the charges on the record as they weren't available at the time when I met with him, and who will stand mute.
All right, this is a one-count felony complaint that states that on or about April 29th, 2022, on Holmes Road near Carver Avenue in the city of Ypsilanti, Washtenaw County, Michigan, defendant is accused of carrying a concealed weapon in a motor vehicle. This is a felony with a maximum of 5 years and or $2,500.
Okay.
You may respond when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Regarding bond, we would be asking for a $1,000 10% bond in this matter, considering the court's position regarding gun charges. Mr. Wright is not on probation or parole. He does have a job. He currently is on leave from the job. He just had knee surgery, but he indicated that he does have employment once he's cleared to go back on for that. So we would request that low cash bond to satisfy the court's position regarding weapons charges.
Okay, so my position, me as the court, my position regarding weapons, Mr. Wright, is that one of the things I'm supposed to consider when I'm setting bond is whether a person is a danger to the community. And the illegal carrying of a firearm, I was told the firearm found in your car was loaded.
Uh-oh.
So in addition to being in an illegal way in your car, it was loaded, which means that you at least were contemplating using it. Therefore, that is dangerous.
Yeah, I would agree, Your Honor.
So I'm pretty sure there's no valid argument, none that I can think of, that carrying a loaded firearm in a car is not dangerous. I don't know why you would have it in the car if you were planning on using it, or at least being willing to use it. So, I will set a bond of $1,000 with the right to post 10% while you're on bond. No illegal drugs, no purchase or possession of firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. No criminal behavior. Next available or not?
He agrees to the waiver of the time frame.
June 9th at 9 a.m. is going to be the probable cause conference. You're all set. Thank you.
Take your mask on so she can make it.
Hello, could you state your name, please?
Alan Jackson.
This is State of Michigan versus Jalen Jackson, Ann Arbor Police Department, report number 2216459. We do not have a court file number at this time. I have received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you're ready, Ms. Apple.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Hannah Apple appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Jackson. I would ask that you read the charges on the record at this time, and then we will see you.
One count misdemeanor complaint that states that on or about May 1st, 2022 at 407 North Ashley in the city of Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County, Michigan, defendant is accused of committing the crime of domestic violence by aggravated domestic violence by making an assault upon Emily Sharp, an individual with whom he had a dating relationship, that the assault occurred without a weapon, but that Ms. Sharp received a serious or aggravated injury. This is a misdemeanor with a maximum of 1 year and or $1,000. Go ahead, Mr. Burdell.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people are asking that the court follow the People's Bond recommendation form, which is loading very slowly for me at the moment. We are not asking for a cash component to this bond. We are asking for random alcohol testing. The parties had been drinking prior to the incident. We are asking that a no contact order with the victim in this matter, as well as a no go-to order to her home, and prohibition on firearms given the nature of the charges, and all other standard bond conditions.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Apple.
Your Honor, we'll be requesting a PR bond in this matter. Mr. Jackson, I didn't have the bond form specifically to review with him, but I discussed the general bond conditions regarding an assaultive crime. He has no issue with a no contact and no go to her address. He is employed full-time at a tire shop in Dearborn. He is also enrolled to finish getting his GED. Regarding the alcohol testing, we would just bring the court's attention that, from my understanding, my discussion with him, as far as what I could see, he does not have a criminal record, no issue previously with any drugs or alcohol. So we would ask to not have that as a condition regarding bond.
If you wanted to say something, Mr. Jackson, I don't want you to tell me anything about what happened, but if there's something that you
at this point, where would I press charges on my behalf, because I am?
No, we're not doing that today.
So I don't get to press charges on her at all.
I'm not discussing that today. This is an arraignment for the charges you have. Okay. Mr. Burdell, can you double check the spelling of Ms. Sharp's first name, please? It's spelled two different ways. I just want to make sure we get it into lean correctly. Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Jackson, you have a personal recognizance bond today. That means you do not need to pay any money.
Oh, you lucked out.
While you are on bond, you are not to have any contact with it. No contact means you cannot initiate contact with her, so you're not going to try to reach out to her in any way. You can't reply if she tries to contact you. No going to her address.
By the way, do we think that he's going to be smart enough to realize now that the honor stole him that we're not talking about you trying to sue her or press charges on her today, as this is your arraignment? Anyone thinks that he's actually going to get that hint? Or is he going to be stupid enough and try to double down? Back to the judge.
In Ann Arbor, no use of social media to have contact with her. Do not have a third party, a friend or family, talk to her about this case or about anything else. Don't look at what she puts online. Don't put anything about her online.
Okay, so what about watching me online and she keep contacting me?
And the answer is no, she's not that smart. He's doubling down. You idiot.
Because even before I even went to jail, she was contacting me.
I'm not making any orders about her. This is not a case where she's accused of doing anything. These are the orders about you because you're the person charged with the crime. I don't have the authority to order her to do or not do anything.
Okay, so how would I go about pressing charges so I can?
I just told you I'm not going to discuss that with you. This is your file where you are accused of committing a crime. That's all we're handling today.
Okay, so I'm not.
You can talk to your lawyer about, or your lawyer's office about that at a later time. That's not something for the court to help you with even if I were inclined to discuss it with you, it's not something that we can do for you. Okay, go ahead. You had one more question?
Yeah, he's
So
stupid,
even
Your
if I
Honor.
went to the police station, I said that she was hitting me and I pressed charges and I went into a domestic violence case, I couldn't do that?
No, you just can't drop
Mr.
it.
Jackson?
That's not what I said. I said in this proceeding, I said 3 times, this is the 4th time, in this proceeding, we are not discussing that.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'm giving
go
you
ahead and be
personal
stupid and
bond,
try to
but
say it
don't be
again.
a jerk.
In other words, the judge is like, dude, I've given you basically everything I can. I gave you a free get out of jail free ticket, and yet you're pushing this. You want to go back to jail?
Right? Go ahead, Miss Apple. Did you want to say something?
Mr. Jackson, you're going to be released today. You can call our office tomorrow and someone can just discuss that with you, okay? Thank you.
Do you have belongings at her address on Ashley that you need to get?
Yes.
Okay, you can do that by contacting the Ann Arbor Police Department and telling them what you need to do, and they will go with you to get your stuff. You cannot sit in the road waiting for them to come in your car. You can't be inside her apartment waiting for them. You can't park your car in the driveway waiting for them. You cannot be at that location unless the police are there at the same time you are. Does that make sense?
I'm not going to that location.
Okay, if you want to get your stuff, you have to do
I
it
don't
with
even
the
want
police.
this stuff anymore. She can keep all of it for real.
Okay.
She got $300 worth of my stuff. I don't even care about it.
Okay, do you understand what I'm telling you, though, about how to get your stuff if you change your mind?
Okay.
All right, while you are on bond, you are not to use alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, weapons, or ammunition. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Do not have engage in any assaultive behavior towards anyone. Do not engage in any criminal behavior of any kind. Any questions about your bond conditions?
No.
Smart
Court
answer.
date will be on May 18th. That will be at approximately 9 a.m. You will receive something in your email that has the link to appear by Zoom and the exact time for you to appear by Zoom. Okay, any questions about that?
Give me hints. I know.
We're all set then. Thank you. You're all set, Mr. Jackson.
Your Honor.
And we'll go to Judge Simpson for our third.
Court calls case, People versus Timothy Marks.
Nicole Hughes on behalf of the people.
Senator Erica Julian appearing on behalf of Mr. Marks. Who's present? Mr. Marks, you're at the jail. Can you state your name?
Timothy Marks.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, I believe this will be an adjournment request on the defense behalf. I don't have an objection. Ms. Julian was just appointed. I would like to address bond, however.
That is correct, Your Honor. I'm requesting, in line with the others, May 5th, if that's available for the court.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned May 5th, 2022, 9 a.m. As to bond. Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people are renewing their request that pursuant to MCR 6.106 that the defendant's bond be denied. The defendant is charged with criminal sexual conduct in the first degree, and as this court is very well aware, the court rule states that if the defendant's guilt is evident or the great, that the court may deny pretrial release unless the defense demonstrates by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant is not a flight risk. At the time of my office made the request for pretrial denial, bond denial. Just that request citing the
I'm sorry, who did?
excuse me, magistrate thing. Sorry, thank you. Denied request citing the court rule, but stating that she was denying it because she didn't receive evidence, which is not what the court rule says. Instead, this is the case where the defendant admits that he had sexual penetration with a 12-year-old child despite that he was 18.
Ew.
He has admitted to this. He has admitted to this. He and the victim have in terms of the elements of this crime, they have the same, they provide the same information to the police. This is a very strong case for conviction. Again, the defendant is charged with criminal sexual conduct first degree. guidelines as I score them are 85 months in the Department of Corrections. Again, I am requesting that the court deny his bond rather than the $20,000 capture.
Over 7 years.
Which is entirely too low. Before the defendant was arrested, the victim's family has reported to my office that he was reaching out to the victim's family and that he was even having his own father trying to reach out to the victim's family.
That could hurt his chances.
Response.
Your Honor, Ms. Hughes did contact me this morning and let me know that she was going to be making this motion on behalf of Mr. Marks. I was able to meet with him yesterday and go through the report. In terms of the $20,000, as it currently stands, Mr. Marks is unable to post that. It already has the effect of holding him without bond. Regarding the allegations, I have no response to the allegations themselves.
Smart girl. In other words, he's a big asshole. I can't.
At least as to the report, without being binding, you would then agree, or at least not contest, what the people are indicating, that both the alleged victim in the case and the defendant gave the same story regarding their interaction, of which may be illegal.
Your Honor, what I would say is they each gave a differing account of what may have transpired. I need to go through Mr. Mark's statement to ensure that it was legally Mirandized and all those things. But in terms of an admission at this time,
I'm not asking for an admission. I'm asking, are you contesting what the people are saying regarding her statement matching his?
To the extent that it would form the basis for the case, I am unable to contest it.
In other words, no, Your Honor.
That I am not clear as to why the bond wasn't there at the hearing. I do see the $20,000 cash bond. My understanding is that it's a 12-year-old and an 18-year-old.
A 12-year-old? Oh, dear God.
Alleged in the complaint. First of all, we'll just state that a $20,000 bond is inappropriately low given those circumstances, especially if there's an indication that after.
And that extremely is truthful, because anytime you do a cash bond, usually you can go ahead and bail for 10% of that, which would be $2,000 in this case.
Regarding her statement matching his.
And I apologize, I did misclick, so I do have to repeat a little.
For the case, I am unable to contest it.
Hearing that, I am not clear as to why the bond wasn't there at the hearing. I do see the $20,000 cash bond. My understanding is that it's a 12-year-old and an 18-year-old.
That's what I thought it was, a 12-year-old. Jesus
that
Christ.
are involved in the activities alleged in the complaint. First of all, we'll just state that a $20,000 bond is inappropriately low given those circumstances, especially if there's an indication that after there may have been an attempt to try to contact the victim in this case, or the alleged victim in this case. I think it's appropriate under the court rules, quite frankly, that bond in this case would then be denied to this defendant given the likelihood of conviction. So therefore, the bond is denied to this defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Again.
And let's go for an absolutely out-of-this-world Zoom court. I don't remember if we've done this one. If it does sound familiar, I probably may pull out of it. All right, here we go.
That is correct, Your Honor. We are ready.
Recalling City of Saline versus Lily.
Did the tape crash or? 1 second. God damn it, the tape crashed. 1 second, let me see if I can fix it.
In green.
Yes, you object, City of Saline.
Nazi Carrier Community on behalf of Ms. Lillian Green. Ms. Green,
can you state your name?
Ms. Green, if you're there, please unmute. Say your name.
Please.
Lillian Green.
There you go.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Ojak is offering my client a no proof of insurance civil infraction 257.328 subsection 1.
That's correct.
And she'd like to take that off.
What you'd like to do today, you'd like to admit responsibility to no proof of insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, let's fast forward to that one's going to be real easy. She already said that she's going to agree to that. So we'll zoom ahead. Wait a minute, what's going on in window number 11? Zoom and enhance. Is that guy nude? Oh my god, I think that guy's fucking nude. Yeah, that's a towel. Now he's got a razor blade out to shave his head. Judge still woefully, blissfully unaware. Yeah, he's still nude. Make sure you show off all your tattoos on your chest, sir. Jeez Louise. Sometimes I make these up and then I forget what's in them. Well, he's gone from the frame. Ah, no, he's back. Now what are you going to do? Hey, he's still showing off his nudeness. Whoa! Dude, if you had that kind of a body, I wouldn't be nude. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fit of paragon anything else, but I would not appear on camera nude. And what's even weirder is he's actually set up a background for a zoom of the planet Earth's curvature. So at least I guess he ain't a flat earther. Oh, fuck.
Back on the record in State of Michigan versus David Booker.
Robert Elman for the people.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Robert Elman with on behalf.
All right, let's return to the court proceedings.
Mr. Booker, if you could unmute yourself and state your name.
Dave.
We're going to fast forward again. Okay. He's still there naked. All this time. Is they're just handling other regular court proceedings. Seriously. Still surprised that either any of the prosecutors...
Yes.
Hold on, we're back. I think the defense attorney realized it. He's got his phone on. I think he's trying to call the guy, telling him to put a fucking shirt on.
Case number 224003, Village of Manchester versus Shannon Lockhart.
Okay, we shaved your dome, we smoked a couple bucks, showed off her chest tats. What's left?
Shannon.
Oh, dear God, no. Oh, fucking God, no.
Defendant failed to appear.
He's hopping into the fucking shower.
We will adjourn this matter
on camera.
Participate in a Zoom hearing to May 17th, 2022 at 11 a.m.
Holy God damn.
Mr. Lester, you need to put a shirt
on.
I think the judge finally realized it. Lester, put a fucking shirt on. The judge realized it. You talking to me?
Recalling York Township versus John Hernandez in both matters.
Victor Lilick for York Township, Your Honor. And Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Mr. John Hernandez.
Case number 2240072. This is State of Michigan versus Derek Lester.
All right, it's time for his case.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Mr. Lester.
Put a shirt on.
Put a shirt on.
Let's see. Give me 1 second.
What's a shirt? Your Honor, what's a shirt? I don't know what a shirt is, Your Honor.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, no, goddamn. He put on a fucking tank top. A wife beater,
Mr.
so to
Lester,
speak.
this is still a courtroom, so please, in the future, put on an appropriate shirt for court.
Yeah, not a wife beater.
I just got out the shower, so I'm so sorry. I just got out the shower.
Can you state your name?
My name is Derek Devon Lester.
Sir, you're here today because you are charged with a crime, a misdemeanor. You're currently not represented by an attorney. Who indicated at the last hearing that you had an attorney that you wanted to hire. However,
yes, ma'am.
Nobody filed an appearance. So if you would wish to have the public defender's office represent you, I can appoint them.
You can, but you know what, though? I haven't had the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor, and I think we possibly can resolve this matter.
Well, Ms. Willingbring wasn't going to speak with you if you were seeking an attorney, because that would be unethical for her to do so. She was probably waiting for an attorney to contact her since you indicated that you wanted to hire an attorney.
Yeah, I was. He was representing me on a different matter, and he was just like, he was a little too expensive on this matter, and I didn't have the proper amount of time to find another one yet because of my work hours. I work from
Sir, if you can't afford an attorney, the court can appoint one at the public's expense. Would you like the assistance of an attorney?
Yes, you can appoint me an attorney.
Okay. I just want to confirm, is your address on Culver in Detroit?
Yes, it is, but I got my mail is forwarded to an address in Jackson. So it probably would be better if I could get any mail from the court to go to my email.
Okay. I will put you in a breakout room with your attorney, and you can provide your email address to him, and let us know which address you want to mail information to. You don't want it going to the Clover Street address?
No,
we have a Miriam in Jackson as well. Do you want to go into that address?
If it goes to either or, I get it. But the Clover mail is being forwarded to the Miriam.
If you provide the court with your email address, you will get information via your email, but that won't be your court notices. Your court notices still go through the mail.
Okay.
So, does your phone number end in 0998?
He's still fucking bathing.
Okay, I will appoint the Washington County Public Defender's Office to represent you in this matter. Mr. Crago, are you able to speak with Mr. Lester in the breakout room?
I certainly am, Your Honor.
Thank you. Can we put Mr. Crago into the breakout room with Mr. Lester?
Oh, aren't you privileged, Mr. Lego? He is quite clueless.
You're welcome.
Recalling State of Michigan versus Derek Lester.
Laura Wilmer for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Mr. Lester. Mr. Lester, will you state your name for the record, please?
Mr. Lester, you need to remove your hat. This is still a courtroom. and you need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
My name is Derek Devon Lester.
Thank you, sir. And what are we doing today, Mr. Krigo?
At this time, Your Honor, after having a conversation with my client, he's indicated to me that he does, in fact, wish to retain counsel based upon our communication or lack thereof in terms of he and our ability to effectively communicate with one another. He's asking for 2 weeks so he can hire.
What was the discussion about? What was the discussion about?
It was pertaining to your courtroom behavior and decorum, and my advice.
Okay, you was disrespectful. You was disrespectful. You was talking to me like I was your child, so therefore that's where the problem lies. And no, you will not represent me.
Very good. He's indicated that he wished. Go ahead.
Mr. Lester, you wish to retain your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend my money. That's what I'm gonna do. I already got.
Okay, Mr. Lester, so last time we had adjourned it about a month to give you some time. How much more time are you requesting to find an attorney?
Speak up.
Mr. Lester, you froze, so I don't know what your response was. I indicated that I gave you about a month last time to find an attorney, and you weren't able to in that time frame. How much more time are you requesting to retain an attorney?
Speak up, sir.
Hello.
Mr. Lester, can you hear me?
Mr. Lester, are you an idiot? Idiot says hello. I thought so.
I think we might have lost him, so I will pass this matter.
Yeah, good answer. Oh, I got an editor who helped put this together. I think he was lost a long time before this. Oh, hold on. We may have a back.
Mr. Lester, are you back? Okay. Recalling State of Michigan versus Derek Lester.
Barbara Lundgren for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Mr. Lester.
Mr. Lester, can you unmute yourself?
Mr. Lester, stop being stupid. Okay, I guess not. Stop being stupid. Hello? McFly?
It appears to be frozen again.
Hello, McFly?
Mr. Lester, can you unmute yourself?
McFly! Yo, Lester dude. We can see you. Push the little mute button.
Mr. Lester, can you unmute yourself?
He can. He's just stupid enough not to, Your Honor.
Can you state your name, sir?
Moron the third. Oh. Sorry, you wanted him to state his name.
Can you state your name again, Mr. Lester?
Hello?
Can you state your name again, Mr. Lester?
Speak up. The name.
Excuse me?
Can you
what
state
the
your
fuck
name?
is your name?
I can't hear you.
Name!
Can you state your name, Mr. Lester, can you state your name?
My name is Derek Devon Lester.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, moron.
We had previously adjourned your case for about a month so you can retain it.
See, out in a fucking car.
Able to do so, requesting again to retain counsel. How much additional time are you requesting?
3 to 6 years, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That requires an answer.
I can't hear this breaking up.
Mr. Lester, then you need to move to a location where you can hear us.
It's not working.
Moron.
Mr. Lester, can you hear us? Okay, I'm going to pass. Okay. Mr. Lester, can you hear us?
Let's try this again. Take 64.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Recalling State of Michigan versus Derek Lester.
Oral argument for the people.
Thank you. Mr. Lester, can you state your name, please?
My name is Derek Devon.
His name is Moron the
You
Moron.
had indicated that you wanted to get retained counsel in this matter and not use the public defender's office. We had previously adjourned your case for about a month to give you an opportunity to retain counsel, and you were unable to do so. How much time are you requesting for this?
I think I need another 30 days realistically.
Mr. Lester, that would be your final opportunity to retain counsel. At that point, you'll have to represent yourself or you'll have to use the public defender's office because there is a victim in this case, and I can't keep adjourning it indefinitely until you can retain counsel. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are there any bond concerns, Ms. Willenbring?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I will adjourn this to May 17th, 2022. That will be at 10 a.m.
May 17th, 2022.
At 10 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond is continued. You're all set for today, sir.
Thank you.
And with that, we will bring this...
Case number...
Quiet. We'll bring this episode to a close. As always, we will have our auditor's soft sits. I think we're going to go steak with an international flavor. I think I've got some UK and some Kiwi soft sits for the evening session. And then, of course, in the overnight, Art Bell Part 2 with Michael Heisler on UFOlogy and extraterrestrials. So until then, like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and release the crickets. As we always continually march on here from day one. Have a great evening. Remember, there's a live stream by the boys over at Nixter's on Wednesday for the Champions season. And of course, as soon as we know more about that, we'll share it with you.